All right, guys, today we're at Old Fort King Trail next to the Hillsborough County Park. 1835, Seminole warriors ambushed Major Francis Dade's detachment as they marched to Fort King to enforce a controversial treaty to remove the Seminole tribe. Yeah, you can't do that. They still control everything over here. Dade's battle ignited the Second Seminole War. Fort Foster was established in 1836 to safeguard the bridge that carried the King Road across the Hillsborough River. Remnants of the road can be seen at the Fort Foster Historic Site in Hillsborough River State Park. I don't get out enough. I just realized that, and I hope I could find my way back. I just planned on getting out and going for a walk. But good, this is just too good of an opportunity. Look at this. And what is that? What is that right there? Is that a cotton field? I have no idea. I didn't even know we can grow cotton. Is that what that looks like? It's what it looks like. Okay, I don't think it's cotton. But it looks like it, doesn't it? Wow. I'm just making sure I don't get lost. I'm looking back at that fork in the road because right now I'm wearing flip-flops. As you can see, I'm not really appropriately dressed to go hiking. Like a lake over there. Like, I'm just plotting my my comeback with my family because they would love this. Like, let's do some primitive camping. You know what I'm talking about? Let's just set up like right over there, or like right over there. I'll live over there. What am I talking about, guys? It'd be horrible after a day or two. I'd be mosquito ridden, but if you got the right supplies and you come out here, this is like freaking amazing. It's amazing. If I get lost and they find this camera, at least it was a cool vlog. There's a woodpecker right at the, see him? Right at the end of that stick that's protruding. There's like a little home. He's got a little red head. He looks like Woody the Woodpecker. All right, so you know how we just saw that woodpecker? Well, I found its victim. Look at this. Look at this. Good gosh. This thing has been picked the living hell out of. Look at that. Wow, look how deep that thing goes. Jeez, it's like they're digging into it. Look at this. That is a woodpecker. All the way up the tree. It's kind of like a sketchy looking trail over here. Let's see. Let's do it. Let's do it. So you can see the stumps knocked over. The rangers have been doing a great job clearing everything up. But you see all the massive stumps is because of those hurricanes that came through and just pushed over those pines and those oaks. Look at that, ripping them out. And then I bet a bunch of stuff ends up living in here. Like, look at it in there. You can't tell me there's not something living in there. You can see the trees, all the trees from the controlled burns, because they're restoring this area. Wow, but it is beautiful. It really is. Watching wildlife. Here's some tips. You gotta stop, look, and listen. I noticed the animals that they have portrayed here, none of them can kill you. I don't see any alligators or panthers or anything like that. So this is a lie. I just saw some deer right through the woods, right over there. Wow. Luckily I brought food in my car. I got like a Subway sandwich and I've got a drink and everything. All right, I'm headed back to my car because I gotta grab a drink. Definitely not prepared for this, but next time I am bringing waters and everything. I'm still not leaving. Yeah, full drink. Oh, did I get a straw? I did, yeah. Here we go. Oh, I'm hydrated. I am charging this right now. Currently, it is at 34%. That's where I'm about right now. I'm about at like 34%. And let's do it. We're gonna head back out there. Oh. Someone's calling an 800 number. We won't worry about them. Excuse me. Back at it. Dun, dun.
Any change could affect the value of the property, which is why appraisals are only
This course has mentioned pizza twice.
outdated appraisals.
Specifically, Chicago style pizza.
Or changes in the housing market.
They want me to buy Chicago pizza.
Ever wonder why?
I really want to actually, but I won't do it. They're not gonna get me.
Similar, substitute item elsewhere. If there are two restaurants in your neighborhood that sell equally amazing pizza,
Oh,
the principle of substitution suggests that Wise Pies should not charge more than Nice Slice for the same quality pizza.
what type of pizza promotions are they doing here? This is a real estate exam.
Evaluation process more complicated than following this simple.
I told you, pizza.
But it still informs
They're
them
subliminally messaging me to go buy some pizza. I took a right this time at the fork instead of a left. I had to cut the course short. They just kept mentioning pizza, and I'm walking through the woods like, yeah, I want to get pizza, but I can't because I'm walking through the woods, you know? Stop trying to get me to get pizza when I can't get it. I'm not going to say entirely useless, but mostly useless. Alright, I wasn't going to do this, but now I kind of feel like I need to know. I passed this down pine tree and like, oh, I could see the rings. And I was like, that's a lot of rings. I'm not going to count those. Well, yeah. Yes, I am. Unfortunately, I have to. I don't know why. I'm not going to count all of them, but I just want like a safe assumption or like just an idea of how old this tree is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. All right, I'm just going to double it now because it gets really difficult to count them. 25. So let's just assume this tree is like 55 to 60 years old. Okay. All right, I think that will do it. I am parched and I am out of soda in the car. I'm gonna go pick up some water, get the real stuff, but I'll catch you in the next one. Tired, real tired. I was so excited for this. Right here. But then I saw this. Boil water notice. Users of the Dead River Park water system. I'll spare you the long text, but it basically says don't drink the water. But look at this. That's what I'm talking about.